I'm going to tell you a story that really happened. It was late in the evening when Marta, a student from Warsaw, returned to her apartment after a long day at university. She was exhausted, and all she wanted was a hot cup of tea and a moment to relax. She lived alone in an old tenement building that always seemed a bit strange to her, especially at night. That night, just as she lay down in bed, she heard strange noises coming from the basement. It was like knocking, as if someone was slowly dragging something heavy across the concrete floor. A cold shiver ran down her spine. Probably just the neighbors, she thought, trying to calm herself. But the noise grew louder, as if someone was climbing the stairs. Then Marta noticed that the basement door, which was always locked, was slightly ajar. She froze. From the basement, she heard a low, terrifying voice, as if someone was whispering her name. Marta! Marta! Her heart started to race. She grabbed her phone and began recording, thinking it was some kind of prank. She approached the door, holding her phone like a shield. The voice was getting closer, and then suddenly, silence. Marta took a step forward, and then saw something that sent chills down her spine. In the flashlight beam of her phone, she saw her old childhood toy, a doll she had lost years ago. Its face was twisted, and it looked like it was speaking. Marta realized this wasn't a joke. Someone was toying with her. Suddenly, a human hand grabbed the doll, reaching out from behind the door. Marta started screaming as the figure jumped out of hiding. At the 50-second mark of the recording, just as she was about to call the police, the camera captured a familiar face. Her own brother, who was supposed to be dead for several years. Her brother looked at her with a vacant stare and whispered, "You shouldn't be here." And then the recording stopped. When the police arrived, Marta was nowhere to be found, and the basement was empty. Only the doll remained.